Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for this short video, I want to say how us chosen ones were suppressed and oppressed from being our true selves at an early age, because a lot of people try to condition us to be part of the program of society. Ever since I was little, I was very sensitive. I've always been very emotional. I feel emotions at a much deeper level than most people are capable of. And I was very outspoken and very talkative, and when I would go to school, people would try to make it seem as if it was an issue for them because I was too empathetic. I cared a lot about people, and people try to make you feel that it's a bad thing to be emotional just because they're scared of you being a honest, genuine, loving person. They try to change you. They try to make you feel bad for being yourself because they're not capable of being vulnerable and opening their hearts. They close their hearts. A lot of people have closed hearts in society. They think they lack empathy. And that's a very sad thing to see nowadays, that people would rather be driven by their ego instead of by their hearts, and they'd rather just worry about themselves and be self-centered and make everything about themselves in this life. They worry about how they look, their status, the money, competing with people instead of working together and building a loving community. And when I was little, I want to share with you guys a story. There was this girl who had a disability. She was disabled, and I was probably in elementary school age, but I always would hang out with her, and me and her would just hang out during recess, and I would play with her and we would laugh and everything. And she had one of the most beautiful souls ever. She was extremely loving and just a beautiful person. And my classmates would mock me and laugh at me because I spent my time with her most of the time, because I saw that she was alone, and I felt drawn to her because of her spirit. Something drew me to her, and she would always smile, and we'd always have this beautiful connection. And it just makes me realize how even in middle school and high school, how kids are so cruel, and they laugh at people with disabilities, and they laugh at them just because they're different and because they don't understand them and because they don't fit into society. But that is a serious problem because we're separating people and we're causing so much division. And just because someone is different from you, it doesn't mean that they deserve any less than you do. Everyone on this earth deserves to be a part of humanity, and they deserve to be treated as a human being. And I would even see high schoolers laugh and mock people with disabilities, and something's extremely wrong with them for them to act that way towards someone who was born into this world innocently, and it's not their fault. So in this video, I want to talk about how we were programmed at an early age to lack empathy, to not be emotional, to be emotionless, and to be callous and make everything about ourselves, because everyone wants to pursue money, their social status, their career, their outer appearance. But we're not worried about what's actually inside of our heart, if it's a good soul, or if it's a soul that is in desperation of being fixed. We should fix our souls instead of worrying about the outer appearance. And a lot of beautiful people are very beautiful, but they don't have compassion. They don't care about other people. They're not altruistic. They only want to be the center of the universe and validate themselves through social media and through their friends. And it just breaks my heart to see how human beings can destroy each other just when they don't understand each other. And as chosen ones, we've always been misunderstood, and people have always tried to strip us away from everything that we were, just because they didn't understand us and they thought that we were weird or we're different. But what makes us different is that we're not doing people dirty every day. We don't go out of our way to tear someone down, to make someone feel bad, to laugh at them or laugh at their struggling, because we've witnessed so many people try to do it to us, and we don't want other people to feel that pain that we felt. And what I don't get is, why do people want to tear someone down instead of accepting them and loving them for who they are? And life would be such a beautiful thing if we would learn to be more compassionate towards one another, instead of constantly criticizing people, instead of working on themselves and doing the inner work. They want to spend their time criticizing and pointing out people's flaws, and it's just not okay, because we have to realize that everybody has flaws, nobody's perfect, so we shouldn't be spending most of our time pointing out somebody's flaws, because we don't truly know a person. We don't know their whole story. We don't know their background. We don't know what they do or they cry when they're alone and their pains. So why do people want to continue to cause pain to another person instead of loving them and showing them that someone in this world cares for them? Why do we instead want to make them feel less lovable, less worthy? As a society, we should make people feel accepted, loved, and cared for, despite their differences, despite how they show up, because who are we to judge the world? We're not God. People love to play God, and they love to focus on people's insecurities and their weaknesses and find ways to exploit their kindness. And instead of accepting a person who is showing you kindness, they want to just take a lot from you and take your energy and leave you, only use you whenever it's convenient for them, because they don't want to actually take the time to know you as a person. They'd rather just take advantage of you. And that is how people, a lot of people are. They like to just take advantage of people and get what they can get from someone, and then feel good about themselves and talk about how they were able to take advantage of someone. That is shameful. There's nothing to be proud of about being that type of person. It shows your lack of character. It shows your lack of integrity. And I don't know how we praise that and we look up to people that do that to other people. I've never understood how someone's pain, their suffering, their kindness is made to feel that it's a bad thing and it's a weakness and it should be exploited, when it's so resilient of someone to open up their heart and be vulnerable to someone. And just because they're not capable of opening their heart and being a good person, they want to make you feel that you're the problem because of the way that they treat you, because of their self-hatred, because of their limited beliefs, and they lack self-love, so they try to project everything onto you. Just because you're a kind, good person and you're forgiving, they think that they can always get away with treating you however they want to. But us chosen ones were once in a lifetime. We give people the best parts of ourselves. We show them respect and everything. But once they try to play us like we're a game, or they try to use our good qualities against us, that is when we have to let them go. Because why are we going to allow someone who is just using us and mistreating us and abusing us when we can be surrounded by people who are full of love as well. As much as love that we give to the world, sometimes us chosen ones, we deserve to also have that reciprocated to us, and we deserve for people to show us that they actually care about us, because a lot of people love to use words, and they love to throw out words and tell you that they care for you, that they're always going to be there for you, that they're going to be your friend. But when you actually go through a difficult time in your life, like a storm or something bad happens, everyone leaves you out alone and they're not really there for you. So it just shows that people love to preach about loyalty, respect, and honesty, but they constantly lie to you, they constantly disrespect you, and they take advantage of that soft spot that you have for them. So it's not okay to be that way and show up. So we have to learn how to not give them access to our good energy and our love and everything, because all we're getting in return is they're breaking our spirit. They're gonna leave us at a much lower level that we worked so hard and we climbed ourselves out of. That dark space that we were in, we did the work, and we were able to actually know who we truly are as a person. And once we finally were able to do that, we were able to strip off the labels that people told us that we were and everything, because that was just society telling us how we should be, how we should act, how we should show up in the world. But us chosen ones, we don't have a problem with being different, because that is why God made us different, is so for us to actually be ourselves. And it's just, society's ugly. They want you to look a certain way, they want you to behave a certain way. They only like you because of your income, your status, how much money you make, the way you look, instead of actually appreciating and giving credit to someone who has a good heart, it shows values and has integrity. We praise the wrong thing in society, and people think that that's right, when in reality it's wrong, because we're not making humanity a much safer place. We're actually making it a place where people don't want to trust anyone, where people feel scared to open their hearts, and they feel that they just can't be vulnerable because people will laugh at them or make them feel bad for being a sensitive person. So that is all I want to say in this video. I hope this video helped anyone out there, and continue to be yourself and stay true to who you are, and continue to share that light with the world. Bye.